I mean, I've been kind of keeping my mouth shut on that whole situation, but I'll bust the case wide open if that's where this coming from. Damage to the channel, but no, Memory Runner's not a fan of me.
Strike him. Strike him.
Yeah, see, Devin approves. Par was the only guy in my corner on this People literally, they gaslit me. It's very female coded to be triggered over a YouTuber not acknowledging you. It was the, let me guess. Did the fucking Memory Runner video come out and it was like the gayest clip shit ever? I mean, I've been kind of keeping my mouth shut on that whole situation, but I'll bust the case wide open if that's where this shit's coming from. You thought Memory Runner was Thomas. Thomas can barely use a computer. I don't think he's posting anything strange. He just posted clips you playing this. No, I meant on the what's his face? Crobecat video. I'm still hung up on that. No, did you just get here? There's like multiple facts in the chat baiting about the Crobecat thing. They're the ones who are not over it. I gave my objectively correct opinion, and people are baiting because, I don't know, mommy didn't give them enough hugs growing up or something. Husky is pretty good, though. Being butthurt about someone making content about you is pretty feminine behavior. Okay. Bruh, you are bitching in someone else's chat of someone you don't even like. You could be spending your life doing literally anything of value. Instead, you're seethe posting in a live streamer's chat. How about you just fucking get on with your life? This is... okay. I guess turning it off sub-only chat was a mistake. Let me just fucking ban some people real quick. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna ask mods to do it. Crobecat is trans, by the way. That matters. I don't even hate Crobecat at all. I agreed with about 90% of the video, which I know, you know, if you actually watched, you would know. Watch my reaction. That advice could also be applied to me. How could that be applied to me? Okay, don't ban this called the Alpha Incel. I am a content creator. I am making money doing this. Explain your point in any way that makes sense. I want you to realize how stupid you are. And there is no such thing as pretending to be retarded. You're just being dumb. Explain your point. Yeah, I know. Alpha Incel. Very funny name. Don't tell me this pussied out. What do you mean money isn't everything? This is my job. This is literally my job. This is not a side hustle. This is not something I just do for fun. Like, literally, this is just immediate bait. This is why it takes Synth 50 streams to finish a game now. Yeah, because, like, there's so many attention-seeking f***s online. It's like, look in the fucking mirror, you morbidly obese subhuman. No one likes you because you're ugly and you're annoying. You can afford to be one or the other. You cannot be ugly and annoying. You have to pick one. You picked both. This is why you have no friends. Yeah, of course he gets dopamine from this. I get dopamine from yelling at people, so at least it's a symbiotic relationship in that way. Yeah, I'm a big shock the Alpha Incel guy didn't respond again. The tree is unreal. Time to sacrifice chat. I would still do it. Absolutely, I would sacrifice chat. I would absolutely 100% sacrifice chat to become a demon god. I would. Memory Runner's most recent video was about your Pragmata stream. He gave you a blush in the thumbnail, which should give people the impression you're a lolicon. Yeah, well, again, so I've been putting this off because for the most part, he hasn't done any damage to the channel, but no, Memory Runner is not a fan of me. And every time I've talked about this, I have been shocked that an audience of noticers, you know, people who are supposed to have pattern recognition skills, couldn't put 2 and 2 together that this guy has been a detractor since the beginning. He's actually buddies with Husky, I'm not even lying. And I know Poir didn't want me to say this because he's scared of random autists on the internet, but you got to get over it. Yes, Poir gave me a schizo collage of screenshots where Memory Runner has not only commented on Husky's channel positively, but also Ghostface. And Ghostface is another detractor, or Husky himself, I'm not sure. They're all buddies. There was a video early on when Memory Runner started making content where he pretended to be me. It was the Devil May Cry video. The original title was like, My Experience Playing Devil May Cry or something. The dude has been a detractor since the beginning, and you fuckers couldn't figure it out. Like, the room temperature IQ from chat. So, the next question is going to be, well, why didn't you copyright take down the channel? Well, a couple of reasons. One, because I didn't think it was hurting the channel in any form. Because it's not like I don't have an official clip channel or anything to that degree. So, you know, as long as he wasn't, like, really directly shitting on me, I figure, why take it down? What's the point? And then the second reason is because, you know, I know a bunch of f***s with Spurg if I abuse my YouTube powers to copyright takedown, you know, someone just clipping my videos. That just, for some reason or another, that makes people Spurg out. I've never had a problem with it. Just pay him. Great channel. Pay him to shit on me when he just implied that I'm a lolicon. Okay. A no profile pic person who's never commented here before. Holy fuck. You guys really should have noticed. I never really noticed any negativity. Some of you guys are actual so you deserve to be slaves to the Jews. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, just mask off, 100% honesty. Some of you deserve to be slaves to the Jews. Because you're too fucking stupid. I did notice when that Nintendine guy was asking Memory Runner if he was you, he never responded appropriately. Not only has he never commented in this chat in these live streams, he only emailed me once. I could show you the email. And the email was basically him. I won't completely misquote him. I haven't read it in a long time. So what he told me was, having said all that, believe it or not, I'm not going to read the rest because it's not that important. I'm not here to make a career out of your channel or to harm your channel. So that's a lie. I didn't think this channel would take off. At first, it was an opportunity for me to return to YouTube after a little personal burnout and learn a new editing program without any pressure. With all due respect to you, if my goal were to become a millionaire by creating clips, I would choose some screaming Zoomer from the top Twitch channels. Yeah, because your goal is not to be a millionaire. It's just to leech off me in particular because you hate me and my channel. That's the obvious part. And not make a career when it's like the most corporate censored slop channel. Every other clip channel that has existed for me is, you know, of my channel has kept in all the slurs, all the whatevers, and yes, the channels get taken down, obviously. But it doesn't have like this gay ass normie appealing zooms and like shitty memes and sound effects. And the thing is, he chose me. And I think he also suspected that I wouldn't take down his channel. And he was right. Let's see. There were only a few larger channels that showed you in a better light. Most of the videos by other people are just hit pieces with hundreds of thousands of views. Yes, I know, most of the old dramas. Let's see. So basically, I replied to him, and I basically just said, I didn't care if he makes money off my content. I said, it needs to be more clear he's not affiliated with me, which obviously it's not. I've actually gotten emails that think I'm Memory Runner, but you can blame the corporations more than Memory Runner himself for that. But not only have there been sponsors who think I'm Memory Runner, but also a lot of people do believe it's an official channel until me on stream, I disconfirm. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. He used to have links to the VODs to get my channel banned, which he totally pretended that was not on purpose. He had links to my VODs, which have gotten me copyright strikes on my channel before. So, you know, that was definitely not on purpose. So, I'm just saying, this has basically been public knowledge for like a year, which is why every time people were like shilling him, I had to subtly just be like, just use your brain, use that pattern recognition skills that you pretend to have. Actual Tony Soprano, thanks $5. Memory Runner needs a raise. He single-handedly kept the synthetic brand alive in between major uploads. His clips are Crow Cat level of editing. That is literally the worst opinion I think I've heard in, well, probably just since last stream, if I'm being honest. But that genuinely is, I'm actually disgusted. You just you need to go fuck off back to Reddit or some BS place where you belong, seriously. Spokesman for chat, thanks $2. Doomer hour for Memory Runner archive tonight. Okay, what the fuck is going on, genuinely? There's some shit going down. I don't know what's happening. There's some shit. Between all the Breakers Taurus and this shit, people haven't figured out Memory Runner's secrets, so they're confused as to why you don't like him. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you just gotta let... This is like a test, and a lot of chat failed, unfortunately. No, it was reserved only for the JQ, I guess. I don't know, you guys probably just lurked poll and believed everything you read, which most of it was true back then. But my point is, that doesn't make you a noticer. You didn't notice anything yourself. You just listened to what other people noticed and told you about. Yeah, Poir, who we've called autistic a million times, he noticed all of it. He noticed many things I never would have, because I don't lurk like Husky's channel or Ghostface or any of that shit. Yeah, he gave me like a bunch of fucking schizo images. Dude, some of these titles are so cringe, though. I mean, that doesn't really matter, to be fair. But Borderlands 4, but it's brain rot for 30 minutes. Yeah, it's not a corporate channel to make money, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. Dude, he did a community post. This is a tell me, for all you non-noticing readers, tell me if this paints me in a good light. Look at this. Look at this, you fucking shill pieces of scumbag garbage. My words are not... I'm not on top of my words today. You'll have to forgive me. My insults need work. This was a community post during the Charlie Kirk shit. Look at this. Yeah, tell me this isn't baiting outburst and rage and bringing people to the streams to shit on me. Look at this. Yeah, none of you guys noticed this, though. Yeah, good noticing on chat's part. Yes, Aramada, correct. He's just trying to make money off me. He's just poking fun. You're too sensitive. Ujime, you are a retard. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're an idiot. Wasn't the Silent Hill stream clip they posted copying my thumbnail style? I don't know. Probably. Memory Runner stole my Silent Hill is Dead review thumbnail. He'll steal your views. Is Memory Runner trying to pretend that he's me? Is this the evolution of the highlight channel? That it is just gonna pretend that stream highlight clips are my videos? I don't want to have to do something about that. So what? Was Memory Runner a regular in chat by a different name? He claimed it and then never named it, by the way. He said in the email that he's lurked my channel under a different name and then didn't say what the name was. I wonder why. I wonder why. Memory Runner is a Christian of the family. People aren't dumb just because they're not as schizo as you. This is not schizo. Do you want to see more of Poir's schizo images? I can show you the ones where he's commenting on Ghostface channel, I guess. Hold on, let me find him. I guess it wasn't in this email chain. Oh, hold on, never mind. There's like way more emails in here. He sent me a bunch. The problem is, Poir sent me a lot that are kind of irrelevant. Which is kind of watering this down a little bit. Holy shit. I forgot how many paragraphs are in here. I don't really want to read Poir's full fucking, like, manifesto thing. Let me find, let's see. There's also some random guy called VD65 Russ who's saying, thank goodness you're still alive. Beware of Synth's Jannies. They're trying to pit him against Memory Runner. You may be next. I don't even fucking talk about Ghostface. I don't, like, I can't even remember the last time I've said Ghostface's name. Probably like 2 years ago. Look at this. This is not against Memory Runner, but this is fucking, look at this. Look at this random ass shit. I don't even know this has nothing to do with my point, but I feel like you need to see this. What the fuck is this exchange? Memory Runner, stay strong. Don't let Synth bring you down nor make you stop linking his streams. He's just insecure that someone is putting more effort than he is. More effort? He's clipping my streams and just adding zooms and sound effects. That's more effort than a real video? He doesn't even have to record audio. How many likes did that have? 42? Dead 40. This is on Memory Runner's channel, by the way. This is on a Memory Runner video. That was another point, is a shit ton of my haters are on his channel. And have been since the beginning. You think that's a coincidence? This schizo rambling is definitely going to be out in the next Memory Runner video. If there's another video. If there's another one. Zoomer when someone edits a video. Yeah, literally all my footage. He just edits the footage, and that's more effort than I put into any video, I guess. What the fuck is this, like, idiocy? Oh, yes, that same Triflame guy was linking the streams in the comments. Not taken down by Memory Runner, by the way. Oh, yeah, shit. Whose channel was this on? Fuck. Oh, I need to read Poir's thing. I think this is on Ghostface, or it was either on Husky's or Ghostface channel. Someone was making thumbnails implying I copyright struck anyone, which I have not yet copyright struck anyone. Look at this. I can't. I'll have to check Poir's email. And maybe Poir can confirm. Was this on Husky or Ghostface channel? I never copyright struck Poir or Ghostface or any of this shit. Quar looking sexy. I just proved him right. Alright, Wujime. I don't know if you... Was Wujime memory runner the whole time? I have no idea. But I'm not reading this station. Ignore those facts. They're only trouble. You bring them too much free ad and attention to them. Micro Rotondo. If memory runner is basically trying to say I'm a pedophile, you think I shouldn't do something about that? What do I think about a stream archive channel? Stream archive channels are fine. The problem is linking my streams gets them reported, which gets strikes on the channel, which gets me banned. There's nothing wrong with re-uploading. I didn't even think there's any problem with memory runner's videos. That's in a vacuum. There's nothing wrong with them. I didn't even care that he was subtly insulting me in a shit ton of his videos, which you guys think was just banter for some reason. What I do have a problem with is people being retarded. Don't do any kind of takedown stuff. People are sensitive to flagging right now. What does that mean? Explain. Was it done with malice? Well, you guys are too autistic to make that distinction, but some of it was malice. Alright, does Par's email have the original Devil May Cry title? I can't remember. Okay, this is another comment from Memory Runner's comment section. Kobe Goldstein is so good at burning bridges that he will likely self-immolate after Mummy dies. He's actually worse than DSP with his behavior and lack of awareness. Any troglodyte would hire Memory Runner to edit his videos and do his thumbnails. Instead, he whinges and spurgs to a React channel while he does several hour-long React segments on stream. Mushekels. He should put a patent on slop thumbnails of generic white and red text on a random picture. Make millions from... Okay, now I'm going to show you Memory Runner's disturbing thumbnails that are much better than mine. There's comments like this all over his videos. And I'm supposed to believe this is a complete coincidence. With a bunch of likes, by the way. Hold on. I don't know why this image is so huge. And here are some beautiful Memory Runner thumbnails. Yeah. My channel would have never made it past 10,000 subs. Definitely never. Alright, Par, why'd you send me so much schizo garbage? It's hard to fucking sort through this. Oh, here's another person shitting on me being not listening. This has 20 likes on Memory Runner's channel. People might think he's me. He's linking to my streams. Yes, Synth, a lot of clippers link the stream from where they got the footage. That's how you get new viewers from clip channels. He reminds me of Arcada when he thought he was a YouTube mastermind before he fell off. Yeah, it's not like I got copyright strikes on my streams before, you fucking That was Opener 73. I haven't seen him in chat in a long time, so I doubt he watches this. Let's see. I don't give a fuck about 99% of his detractor lolcow BS, but Synth deserves all the flame for his low effort reacts profiting off other people's content. What? Since when do people shit on me for reacting to videos? Is he just making shit up? He knows it's lazy and unethical, but does it anyway? As if his streams aren't slop enough, he has to go full Hassan Asman XQC with it and get paid from piggies to poach others' content. He says on the Memory Runner channel, which is poaching my content for money. Interesting. That's quite the observation with no self-awareness. Yeah, these were all over Memory Runner's comments, by the way. I literally told him, it's interesting that half of your top comments are detractors of mine. This is like a year ago, so it's probably not like that now, but it was at the time. Let's see. These are husky comments. I don't care about these.
Kill him! Kill him!
Kill who?
Strike him! Strike him!
Yeah, see, Devin approves.
No, this dude's like an ultra Jew. He's hated you forever.
Yeah, Memory Runner? What do you mean? Aren't you schizophrenic? What do you mean he hates me? I thought he's a fan.
Hates you.
No, those jokes are just a good fun.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What do you mean?
I call all my
That's
friends
just banter. That's just banter, bro.
No, dude, this is, me and you have talked about this forever. This is like some psychotic freak, who wants to have sex. And so when the Kirsha stuff happened, he has, like, some broken heart boyfriend F-slur shit going on. Fuck this guy. He should be
So, yeah, I again, my reasoning for keeping my mouth shut on this was I thought it was a symbiotic relationship. As long as, like, the subtle digs don't bother me because chat makes fun of me all the time. But, you know, the moment that it... Wait, I've watched Memory Runner. I figured he was your editor. This is what I'm talking about. Prove my fucking point.
Yeah, no, that's honestly the even bigger, the most important part is that he hates you, right? But what makes it worse is that people think this is your channel. They think it's you making videos calling yourself a pedophile. Yeah, like that's like fucked. That's no good. It's snow good. It's good as snow.
Yep. With the quartering stuff going mainstream, a lot of people are talking about the ethics of flagging and deplatforming. People who don't like you would easily be able to paint you as a flag. I don't give a fuck. I mean, my reputation's already in the shitter anyway.
All this internet shit is so fucking fake and gay. No one gives a fuck about you striking some random channel. People do that shit all the fucking time, and all that matters is if they like the person or not. You know?
And most people don't like me anyway.
Yeah,
so.
they hate Kobe anyway, so whatever. I mean, this is the most Jewish shit in the universe. It's someone who hates you and your entire community while they steal from you and pretend to be your friend. I mean, it's like, I literally can't think of anything more Jewish.
I couldn't get a screenshot of it before he changed it, but the original title of the video was "So I Tried, Doomer, Devil May Cry," implying that he is you. Yeah, I saw that he was implying he was me with the Devil May Cry title, which was definitely... You know, just completely schizo and not noticing anything.
Oh my god, it's you in the
Memory Runner is actually just the entire Gaming Circle Jerk subreddit. I guess telling people not to support the current thing is you actually telling them to support the current thing. Well, I think the logic's other ninjas that I'm trying to demoralize people by, I don't know, talking about my black-pilled existence, maybe? I have no idea. So Memory Runner is not you. Yeah. Yeah.
That is funny.
Synth is just being schizo. It says a no profile pic who I've never seen here before. Let's check his comment history. Wow. I don't even know if I can't even read that out loud what that other one is. But he's only commented one other time.
That's really funny.
So,
that
yeah.
being that being the only comment is so fucking funny. Oh, fuck.
Read donos? I haven't even been streaming an hour. Why would I read donations?
What brought this up, though? Why are you talking about Memory Runner?
I can't remember. Who said something in chat about it that set me off? Oh, we were talking about Crobcat. There were people rage baiting about Crobcat because I turned off the sub-only chat, so people were desperate for attention. So people just started like baiting about the Crobcat thing.
Who the fuck watches a live stream and not be sub? Who are you? What's wrong?
People rage baiting. Oh yeah, Solar talked about the Pragmata thumbnail that I guess I was thirsting after lollies or something is what Memory Runner's implying with the thumbnail. So that's the start of this. So would you agree that crosses the line, it not really being banter anymore and might be damaging to someone's reputation, perhaps?
I don't know. I don't think any of that matters. I think just the fact that he's someone profiting off of you and hates you is enough to not like.
Yes. Yeah. He doesn't like chat. Like the fact that it didn't set off any alarm bells that he's never commented in chat, despite every other clip channel being commenting in every stream. Basically, kind of maybe should have set off some alarm bells. Yeah, well, if Memory Runner's watching, he could defend himself in chat at any point. But he chooses not to. That's interesting. Yes, I know. Husky's obsessed with my mother. He's a freak. Not too surprising.
You take him to court.
Take him to court. Oh, this is from Kiwi. Here's a Kiwi Farms thing that Poir sent me from Punish Slav. He's responding to a guy called Wrongs Activist who said, Memory Runner is getting shat on for putting more effort into growing Synth's channel than Synth himself. I guess that serves him right. Nobody should waste their time trying to help somebody whose greatest enemy is himself. And Punish Slav said, helping? Yeah, nope, don't help him. Farm him instead. Husky already does, and Memory Runner has the right foundation for it. He already has a big chunk of former Synthcels and other anti-food groups. I don't think that's real.
The anti-food
People are
groups,
so
no.
mentally ill. Holy shit.
Dude, that's like the third biggest terrorist organization, are the anti-food groups. Are these guys retarded?
Yes.
You think Memory Runner's channel helps you? Like, he's not
Yes.
getting any money out of this.
Yeah,
Like,
there is zero evidence that my subscriber count has increased in any way
Well,
since
this
Memory
thing is
Runner
like,
made
oh,
this
he's
channel.
doing it to help you. He makes no money. $0.
Yeah, I mean,
not
literally,
1
it's as
cent.
monetized as
Yeah.
possible. He censors like all my swears and
Yeah.
anything edgy I say in the clips to make them as monetizable as possible.
Dude, the anti-food groups, Kobe, they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. They're gonna
Yeah,
kill
I know
you.
the
Kobe.
anti-food
Anti-food
groups.
They're on
Kiwi
your
Farms,
ass.
they got the anti-food.
Dude, it surprises me every time how autistic some people are.
Yes.
Like, the anti-food groups, they're coming, dude. They're coming. They're gonna get your ass. That's so fucking stupid. That's funny.
Anyway,
Alright, are you gonna play the video game?
yeah, I will try to play the game since I've spent 3/4 of the stream talking about drama garbage.
Bye, chat.
Poir, if I have to tell people to unsubscribe, there's literally no hope for them. I hope you realize how ridiculous that statement is. Also, Husky has people hate watchers and is all watching your streams because he occasionally / always has clips of your old and recent streams. Well, yeah, no shit. Husky's been obsessed with me for years. For years. I mean, he just has nothing else going on. He's like some Chinese bug man living in a shithole or something. Sometimes I think Debian loves me. Yeah, my own brother. That would be concerning. I remember when you told people to unsub about 1,000 unsub for less than. No, it wasn't 1,000, Incinerator Dave. It was 27. My subscriber count went down by 27 when back in August I was screaming at all the who were denying that the algorithm got changed. Only 27 people unsubscribed. I told everyone that they're subhuman and like pathetic and all those things. Only 27. And that, yes, they resubscribed. They went back up. Anyway, I'm gonna just read supers at this point. I've already been streaming an hour. Fucking. Since we're. Oh God, I'm so annoyed. Yeah, Husky has been saying he was gonna do a huge takedown video of me for over a year. It's still not out, so you know, clearly I'm the lazy one. He can't even be bothered to make one real video. Damn. He loves you. He knows it would destroy you, and his love is holding him back. That's probably true. I should definitely correct Memory Runner. You say that as if he isn't watching and listening right now. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. This wasn't even in Poir's weird schizo 20 paragraphs like collage thing of Doom. after I emailed Memory Runner back a year ago, suspiciously, Husky said right after that I was going to copyright take down the channel. Now, you know, you could totally say I'm schizo and not noticing, but you don't think maybe that's proof that they talk to each other and at least were buddies at some point, on top of Poir having screenshots of him talking to them? Could have copy striked the channel, but never done it even when it didn't look too good. But them daring to make extra bonus comments about their hatred is rich and pushing the tolerance limits. That's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly don't care if people do a million DSP-like channels on me. What fucking pisses me off is when it's like, this has turned into a huge business model. It's a guy who doesn't like me, and everyone seems to think he's like, he should be my editor. I should pay him money to shit on me and ruin my reputation. Like, what? I mean, to be fair, that's less me being mad at Memory Runner and more me being mad at the fucking mouth-breathing in chat. Honestly, that's not as much about Memory Runner, but it's just like, holy fuck. Like, goddamn. If the thing is, you guys have no empathy because you're brown, and I've admitted many times, empathy is dangerous. It is the white man's burden. But if someone was talking that way about you in the videos, you would be mad. You would absolutely be furious. But you, again, you have no empathy. So I have to explain it to you like you're a toddler that no, it is not in good fun. Dan Chris, thanks to the $5. Did you see Resident Evil 1 has True Hunter as Wesker? What? What are you talking about? And to stream this game, Capcom is dead. Please boycott this trash company, dysgenic freaks. What do you mean Sphere Hunter is Wesker? What you say? Explain. Memory Runner doesn't watch your streams. He just downloads your stream when it ends. He took another stream archiver channel's VODs when the streams got blocked. Okay. I mean, he has to watch the stream to make the video, though. Like, am I... Shadow Band account, I know you usually have, like, normie tard takes, but you realize he could watch any stream. I don't even stream at the same time every time, so the likelihood of him being busy every single time I stream is 0. 0. 0. But I know what you meant, Shadow Band account. I knew what you meant. But okay, I will choose to believe he's just busy every time I'm streaming. That's why he doesn't comment. That makes sense. That makes sense. Do you have another Shoe on Head video to recommend us watch? You're shadow banned for your nuclear hot controversial takes like watching Shoe on Head videos. Micro Rotondo, thanks to another €5. Integrity-wise, Crobecat pushed Globo Homo toucans forward that are disgusting anti-family, pro-individualism in his videos. It's enough to not be trusted. I don't want to talk about this for the millionth time, but he had fucking Jacob Geller, the Jewish guy who works for a consultancy company, was in his Resident Evil 4 video. Like, I know it was rage baiting from who knows where, who are not fans of me earlier, but it's like, that's an interesting choice. I saw a couple of times in his videos that he was on stream as his nickname was highlighted in orange when people addressed him. Okay, what videos? Because I've actually been here, and if he was here, everyone would be saying it. So it's possible it was edited. I mean, it's not that hard to inspect element, edit text. I've actually seen Memory Runner in chat once. Come to think of it, he appeared in chat right after stream ended, like he was waiting. Can't remember what stream. Yeah, he's definitely been watching. If you sincerely believe what Shadowband account said, that he doesn't watch any of the streams, that's... I don't know. No, because it's way easier to know which parts to clip if you've already seen the stream in question. Otherwise, you'd have to waste a lot of time actually watching said stream for your highlights video, like after the fact, which would make it take longer to come out. I never said any of the streams. All right. Well, let's see what you said. You said Memory Runner doesn't watch your streams. That's what you said, word for word. Word for word, that's what you said. Word for word. I just read it in your comment history. Nundalon, thanks to the $2. Drama is for gays and women. Okay, well, your life is drama every time you get fucked up the ass. Just remember that. That's a whole lot of drama. When they jizz inside of you, that's liquid drama. They Anyway, everything is drama. Like, drama is a very vague definition. I mean, like, really, I get you're going for some fake man shit. We know, I don't even know. Maybe you're not insulting me. I am tilted, so I'm just going to assume it's an insult. The EGAD, thanks to the $5. Synth, you must care about the things I care about. Okay. Your psychic influence will damage the leftist chaos gods for the glory of the Imperium. Indeed. I'm sorry I don't care about all the things you guys care about. Memory Runner is just a fan. Do you know him personally, DeadSec? You're his best friend? You would trust anyone? Hey, you should just... You'll reincarnate. You'll isekai into your favorite anime. I'm just looking out for you, dude. Dude, I've known about him since his channel's existence, you fucking mouth-breathing subhuman. Like, who the fuck do you think you are telling other people you don't know anything about this motherfucker? Are you Holy shit. If you have the stream tab open for hours and they chat, you can see if they chat before, but if they haven't chatted in the streams, you can't see it. I mean, technically, he has chatted in this chat before, but I don't know if that lasts forever, if it's just if you chatted in this stream, you can do the @ trick. I have no idea. That was a whole paragraph of insults just because he said he was just a fan, lol. Well, because at this point, it's a psyop. He's obviously not a fan. Like, obviously. Like, obviously. I'm sorry you're autistic and retarded, but, no. You're just wrong. He's not a fan. Punish Joggin, thanks to the $5. There's one thing Fuentes was vindicated on, and that is how flagging is based and funny, especially when it happens to cringe people. True. True. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, this is not drama at all, but I don't give a fuck that, Kino Casino got taken down. Like, yeah, is it misuse of the copyright system? Yeah, probably. But in my case, it's not. It's absolutely not if I were to do it. A channel called Revolver Snake 6 is also another hate review, and he says that you got soft over the years and you don't say dark humor jokes anymore. But this year, I started the nugget joke. I've had an autistic woman harass me for months, and ignoring didn't work because she keeps making accounts. I've never had a woman not get bored like this. Advice, reports didn't work. Say you're going to have... Nah. Say you're going to turn her into a nugget if she doesn't stop. You have the machete. Get your machete. I have a solution to get rid of women. It starts with a machete. It starts with a machete. I know how to... Don't worry. I can dispose of a woman for you. I have experience. Is that not dark humor? You can force them. You have the machete. Yeah, you know, you guys always ask me, why don't you do night walks, Synth? Well, because... Hold on. Well, I don't do night walks because when I walk around, I'm dressed like this. And, you know, for some reason, people don't like it when you're dressed like this. I don't know why. At night, you know, you just... I guess you could say it's a choice. I feel like that's dark humor. Black Metal Gamer, thanks to $2. Retractor grifter channels are all stupid and basically N-words. It was pretty close. Silver 2 Canned Rose, thanks to 20 pesos. Implying someone is attracted to minors is slander. Yes. But he is a fan of mine, though. He is a fan. He's definitely a fan. He's just a fan of the channel. Holy fuck. I want you all dead. Not really, but, you know. PPP has probably had to listen to Noel prattle on every night in his DMs about you. He probably gets tired of hearing your name. Does Noel still talk about me? I mean, I'm sure me playing this game is more fuel to the fire, but I don't know. I don't really think about Noel like that. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. The feeling's not mutual. Quinn Tribute, thanks to the £2. Memory Runner must pay reparations. I can't get over people saying I should pay him. He makes money off my channel. Why would I pay him? Anime Chud Party, thanks to $2. I'm extremely autistic, so I thought I was a fan. That's fair. I accept your explanation. Super Toucan Bros, thanks to the 20 pesos. Italian low tier god, mamma mia. Anyone whose channel or presence on YouTube has benefited from you ought to be thanking you. Funny how they think you owe them. Very brown behavior. My haters are either trolls or just brown re***s in many cases, yeah. I should pay someone else and make Runner mad, but why would he be mad? He already makes money. That's the... Hey, Husky. Maybe Husky wouldn't hate me anymore if I gave him, you know, an average wage in China bucks or something. Whoa, Connie, are you fucking serious? As if, look at your fucking name, as if you would have any goddamn self-awareness on this issue. I swear, I hope you're baiting. I hope you're baiting. I really hope so. That's why, lol. Yeah, okay. Feds, this guy right here. Here's Memory Runner commenting on Ghostface channel. Ghostface, who may or may not be Husky. Hold on. Of course, it just uploaded it off the screen. Thank you, my Chinese-fed Jewish brother. Loyal Sense viewer. No, Memory Runner is definitely not Husky. Husky's way too stupid and incompetent to be able to learn to edit like that. I mean, look at Husky's videos versus Memory Runner's. Memory Runner actually knows what he's doing, at least, even if it's kind of dog shit, you know, normal type editing, but it's still competent. It's very competent. All this for reviewing video games on the internet. Truly the most controversial and dangerous job. Cena Man, thanks to the 8 months membership. Par has earned his vindication. Nice job. That's what I'm saying. Like, people have called for Par to be demodded. They've called for all this. It's like, Par was the only guy in my corner on this shit a year ago. I get that email from the archive. I have received a few extremely long emails, if that's what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? What is the archive?
I'm not allowed to say exactly what's in the emails. You should make the organic man do cooking videos or something. I don't. You guys already know I'm lazy as hell. I could never do a second channel because I can barely put in the effort for the first channel. If I trusted anyone to be an editor, cutting out the editing part would free up enough free time and energy that I could do a second channel, but I don't trust anybody for obvious reasons. There's no way someone in my position who's pissed off as many people as I have could trust anybody. Okay, all of you guys saying that guy is this proves my fucking point. Listen, I'm not gonna say anything, but you should know better by now. Your noticing levels are not as high as you think. I'll just say that much. You gotta step those noticing levels up. You clearly have not been paying attention. I'll just say that. Yeah, I know, Par, you've been paying attention. You know, they beat down on you, Par, but everything you said was correct. I'm just saying. That's all I'll say. You know, sometimes it takes the tisms to be the biggest noticers. So that's why Par's a mod. Hell for Adrim, thanks to the $2. Anti-Fuda group, you're not promoting it though. Apparently making Coomer jokes is promoting it though, because you know I'm a YouTuber and I have a responsibility to my fans to, I don't know, promote whatever the fuck subhumans want me to promote, I guess, instead of be myself. Feisty Lil Thing, thanks to the 9 months of membership. Fuck the haters. Brian C, thanks to $5. Fun fact, even when Husky was a fan, he was still deranged enough to watch Sphere Hunter's porn to clip the moans to put it in his meme video. Yep. Yeah, and I think Brian, you also remember when Husky was talking about his love for BBC, right? Or was that before you were here? I can't remember. But I'll never forget that. I think Cobain was here for that, because Cobain's been here near the beginning. Yeah, Brian was here for that, yeah. Yeah, see, all the people who've been here for years, yeah, we all saw that. We all saw that. We Vix, thanks to the 14 ZAR. Sphere Hunter Rage versus Wesker Powers, who wins? I want to know the context. That's the second time you guys have said something about Sphere Hunter and Wesker. I don't think I was here for that, but I remember you yelling at him whenever you got mad, lol. Again, that's like everyone. He did the Resident Evil title voiceover on a new trailer. Are you fucking serious?
Wesker. Resident Evil.
Supermassive Trent, thanks to the 5 months membership. They're just exposed freaks on all accounts. Yeah, the no profile pics, absolutely. Neo Entertainment, thanks to $2. Isekai into a SAR, dude. That's some Kino drama, indeed. How can I be mad at Memory Runner pet joke when you call chat Blue Archive fans? What? Some of chat are fans of Blue Archive, though. Also, most of the characters in Blue Archive are not 8-year-old girls or whatever the fuck the robot's supposed to be. Are they still like 12? No. They're all teenage girls. Some of them do look like children, though, that's for sure. Nomadic Gaming, thanks to the membership. Another Wombat, thanks to the $5. Play RuneScape monologue about chat for the next few hours. I think I said my piece. DBZ Ryan, thanks to 14 months membership. This is some quality PvP gameplay against chat, indeed. Ravenous Ghoul, thanks to the 2 Canadian. You're a light in the darkness, Synth. Thanks. Brian C, thanks to the $10. Husky also lost his first Discord account scanning a QR code to get into a porn server. Also had to give up his own fan server he started because he kept breaking rules he wrote himself, like no porn. Why is he like this, guys? Why is he like this? I just saw a comment in Memory Runner's recent video saying Crown, Memory Runner, Husky, Crobecat, W. Yeah, that's don't look into that. You're just being schizo right now. You're just being schizo. He's a huge fan. Don't forget about Husky bragging about having a totally real girlfriend. That does sound like him. I'm like fucking I don't even care anymore. I feel like that took it out of me. That took it out of me. I mean, I'm not surprised people are being retarded for the millionth time, but like, holy shit, my mood has been completely ruined by this conversation.
Wow.
Not bad. You can almost smell the nature.
I hope there were other animals here too.
Husky keeps putting the streams I re-upload into a playlist. He's gotta, like, he needs some help. Like, not like therapy, but I don't know, something. His parents to not hate him for being a bug man, maybe. That'd probably help.
Oh, look. The little slaves decide to be brave. I noticed that you love to look up in the sky at your silly old planet. You're probably dreaming you could go back there someday. but it's just a dream.
What's he doing?
Oops, did I just blow it up?
Tell your brother to unban. He silenced you for saying, I'm sure you deserved it. Whatever it was, you deserved it. Yeah, I know. Memory Runner's channel has been killed. Rip is killed. Is dead. No way. No fucking way.
Because
At least tell me I got something. Wait, Cody, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. At least there had to have been a point to that, right? We're not just. It's not.
okay, anyway. So
What? Okay, what?
There's in your chat talking about.
Oh no. Oh, thank God. I forgot I have a res. No, don't crash. Don't do this to me, game. No, please! I didn't save! I didn't save.
Time to give it up.
Dude, I didn't. Oh, and I can't even go back up here. Maybe the game auto-saved. It auto-saved before.
Anyway, so is in chat. We're talking about the memory runner.
Yes, you're very upset.
Skyblad, the consistent troll autist says apparently memory runner says he would have taken down the video if I just emailed him. No shit. The whole point of his channel is to leech off mine. If you had to choose between getting taken down or calling someone a pedophile and continuing to leech.
No, dude, this is so far back. This is so far back.
Yeah.
Retardicus 2, thanks for the 5. Brazilian. Devin is slowly transforming into Spike from X-Men Evolution. If you look closely, you can see his skin getting more melanated. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, dude. No. Suicide fuel. Absolutely suicide fuel.
Poir apparently needs me in here to ask me something. I guess I'm here. I don't know why I can't just write in chat. I mean, isn't he gonna write in chat anyway? Why do I literally have to be in the room?
I'm not sure. My clip of your reaction to Decline of the West got taken down by YouTube because I violated their self-harm policy. They didn't even say what was wrong with the video either.
What?
Okay, now you know.
Okay, well, I'm sure there was some kind of reference to suicide or something. Probably should have just cut that part.
Okay, look at the mini-map. I'm clearly supposed to go through the... I don't know. I must not have the power that I'm supposed to have. We have to run all the way back. We have to walk all the way back.
So you're supposed to play as the furry girl and you failed.
Yeah, I was supposed to play as Crystal. You know Crystal. Why are you pretending like you don't know Crystal's name? You know every Fuda character's name from like fucking series that don't even exist, but you don't know Crystal's name.
What's that even mean?
That's true though.
That thing that doesn't make sense? That's
It makes perfect sense. I'm with the dogs on that one. We taught them that.
What makes no sense is the fact that the original video is still up on YouTube and my clip of your reaction to the video, which is arguably a little more censored, gets taken down. Did I say anything? I don't remember what I said as a reaction to the video.
Help. Surely here it must be far.
See, this is why Brian's my boy and my goat.
All right.
I forgot about this already. I know you don't read any of chat at all.
I don't know. I was reading.
You're streaming. You should read chat.
I am reading chat. It's just they're mid conversation. I missed the beginning, so I don't know what's going on.
Brian just reminded me, Memory Runner not only had memberships for a clip channel, there was a $99 tier.
Did anyone buy it though?
I have no idea. But
Alright.
that's irrelevant. You get the point, right? People are like, no, dude, he was a fan channel. He loved you, even though he never commented in chat ever. He only emailed me one time, which is basically to beg me not to strike his channel like 9 months ago. And I've just been telling you the whole time it was just about money. He literally mentioned, he did that thing where it's like, this is not what I'm doing, dude. This is not what I'm doing, even though nobody brought it up in the conversation. He literally was like, if I was just in for the money, I would just be like an Asmongold clip channel, as if there's not already 100 of those.
Yeah.
There was no good one for mine. It was only Autis.
No, yeah, he obviously hated you. I don't know, or at least, you know, didn't like you.
Yeah, and something people have been pointing out in chat is all the people mad at me about striking the channel are not even my fans. Their names no one has seen.
No, well, that's because I said this to you, where I'm like, Memory Runner, people saying like he helped you is retarded. Because at best, what he was doing is people were watching those videos instead of watching the streams,
People
you know?
would say that in his comment section.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, there are a bunch of comments like that that are like, this is the only thing that makes the streams watchable. I would never watch the original thing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Michael H sounds like the fakest name a Husky could have come up with. I don't think Memory Runner is Husky. I just do not believe that Husky would learn how to actually edit. Now, I haven't seen any of Husky's videos in a long time, but he just doesn't seem intelligent enough to pull that off. That's just my opinion. I respect Memory Runner for being civil. I guess that's all it takes. I guess that's all it takes. All right. I'll start reading this in a second. So why are you showing his email while he's saying he doesn't want drama? Are you retarded? I don't care what he says. That's utterly irrelevant to the situation. I didn't agree with him on anything. Memory Runner has a fan base, Elma. Yes. Yes, he was... I'll get into that in a second. But yes, his fan base the whole time was probably about half the people I banned, plus my, like, Kiwi Farms thread, basically. Like, I remember back, I actually used to watch the Memory Runner clips when they came out. I watched a couple on stream. And you scroll down to the comments, and half the people were either people I banned, people I'd never seen before, or just blatantly, like, the KF hater people. The Memory Runner fandom of my content, yes. That he monetized. Yes. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm okay, we can probably get into it. We've got over 400 people here. Everyone called me crazy, but I was right the entire time. Well, to be fair, you have made things worse, Poir. I will be addressing you as well, because unfortunately, Poir does have he has ulterior motives in this situation. So, yeah. No, Crystal, this is from 8 months ago. You can see this is to show you that I knew about all this shit back when it happened. So, yeah, I mean, I've been hinting that I knew about the real nature of the situation for about 8 months. There's a lot of red flags. Apparently, I was not convincing enough in my last stream for an audience of so-called noticers. So I've come back with more receipts. I got some good news. I graduate the 15th, so I'll be around more. The downfall of Poir Pudding. No, it's just that Poir has his own highlights channel, so he never liked Memory Runner, obviously, so he did have an incentive to notice, but that doesn't mean he's wrong. He was right. About half of the stuff Poir sent me was kind of irrelevant schizo shit, I would say, but the other half was at least enough to, like, push me over the edge. But there were some red flags early on. And I want to point out at the time, Poir was being bullied just for pointing out what he noticed about Memory Runner's fans, who were supposed to be my fans, since it's a clip channel of my content. But, that was not the case. But, in any case, him just being attacked for pointing out stuff should have been a red flag to some of you. if you knew, which I assume most of you didn't know, but he can attest to that as well. So let's start off. I'll read this. So for context, this is 8 months ago. Remember, I at the time was talking about on stream. I didn't like Memory Runner was basically, you can be very charitable and say he was indirectly pretending to be me. By the way, Memory Runner's Devil May Cry highlight video was originally titled "So I Tried Doomer Devil May Cry" with a line through the Doomer, so take for that what you will. Okay. I do not want to have to contact Memory Runner that he's trying to make money pretending to be me or some shit. Now, I know realistically, 99% of the people who are going to click on those videos know it's not me. But why is he titling the videos like he's me? Like, what? Excuse me? Why the fuck is that happening? He is you when you're not taking the pills. Peak parasocial behavior or scam behavior. I would say parasocial behavior is the charitable way to look at it. The non-charitable way is that he's probably, I'm pretty sure he's monetized. He's making money off of editing my streams and then pretending to be me. Excuse me? Like, I don't care how good the edits are. He needs to fucking start changing those titles and probably some of the thumbnails too. Going on his copyright strike arc of his lol cow journey. Okay, John Tony. I know you're a Kiwi Farms fit. You don't expose yourself so obviously. Okay, if someone's stealing your content and pretending to be you and making money off of you, you're just supposed to let it happen? Is it like, I didn't care about the other clip channels because they were obviously clip channels. This guy's titling it as if it's me, my second channel. I don't see how he's pretending to be you. Okay. Did you just join us? Okay, let's look at the titles of some of these videos. Now, I know you guys don't know how you'd feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning. But let's say you're not a fan of meat. Let's say you're not a fan of me, you have no idea who I am. Because some of you claim clip channels are very important to bringing new fans to my channel. So let's say you have no idea who Synthetic Man is, and you come across this channel. And no one reads this about page, so just ignore this shit. No one clicks on a channel. You just get recommended one of these videos. MGS Delta shows everything wrong with modern remakes. Does that sound like a title of a stream clips? No, that sounds like a video essay using me, my face. Okay. Yeah, strongest ad on the internet. What's the worst one? There's a really bad one in here. This one at least has my name in it. Synthetic Man loses it. Let's see. There was one really bad one I saw in here. Like Borderlands 4. This is horrifying, by the way. It's kind of funny though. But Borderlands 4 is an unoptimized mess. That is the title of a review. And this is a fucking series of clips from my stream. So, okay, here's another thing I was thinking about. So let's click on this video.
God, skip.
So, in the description, thankfully, it does say Borderlands 4 gameplay by me. So that's good. Full gameplay stream pro. Wait, is this a link to?
You gotta see me. You know what I'm saying?
What? He's linking to my unlisted stream too. These are supposed to be this shit could get me banned. I didn't even realize he's linking to the unlisted stream. Okay, this motherfucker's gotta stop. All right, I didn't even realize that. The whole reason these are unlisted is so people don't report them, so I don't get banned. Oh, alright, here we fucking go. Well, that's good. It was fun while it lasted. Like, I think that he's a good editor. But I have no way of contacting him, unfortunately. I know he watches the streams because he clips them. So you need to contact me. Oh, hold on. Okay, I guess he does have a contact. I didn't see this before. All right, I'm gonna. If he doesn't reach out to me, I'll reach out to him. I swear to God, this wasn't here before, but I maybe added it recently. Okay, I'll have to remember to email him tomorrow when my brain's working. He's got to at least bare minimum change the titles. And stop linking the fucking unlisted archive. I can't believe I even have to say that. He's here right now. Alright, email me, motherfucker. Email me. At least I'm famous to a point where people don't need to ask you for permission for using your vids for edits. No, I mean, I gave people permission to do it a long time ago. He did directly on his original Devil May Cry title. He directly pretended his gameplay was mine, or he was pretending to be my second channel. He denies that in this email, even though literally his title was like, you know, my first, you know, so I don't remember. Someone will post the title. I forgot already. But the point is, so on stream I was addressing, I was talking about it because he emailed me unprompted. This is not a response to me. This is a response to what I said on stream. So he definitely, there was someone, yeah, it was Shadow Band account who unfortunately said a bunch of retarded shit. Also, your doxy's name here. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. People doxed me. This is only fair, I'd say. Anyway, my point is, so at the time I was talking about how I don't like how he wasn't putting my name in the highlight. I'll read this email and then explain. But, so, hi Synth. I'm writing to clarify a few things here and not in chat because I don't need drama. I will try not to drag it out. I've been watching you for a long time, but from a different account. Notice he doesn't say the account. I'm a YouTuber. The Memory Runner channel is just a hobby, a monetized hobby. The channel had been created and unused for years. That's why I have experience in editing titles, thumbnails, etc. And that's why, 1, I don't use Synthetic Man Reacts in every title simply because it's too long to fit the rest. Notice, I didn't ask for this specifically. I'll get to my reply to his email in a second. What I had asked at the time was, people need to know he's not me, that this is a Synthetic Man clip channel. There was no way at the time, 8 months ago, if you saw Memory Runner, that you would know it's Synthetic Man. Because not only was my name not in the title, it just had links to my streams in the description, which I'll get. The links in, that was something I was yelling about last stream. Everyone knew at the time that Dead Domain got his fans to mass report my videos and my streams to get me multiple strikes on my channel. This happened, I'd say about 6 months after that event. So, you know, that was another thing that was making me mad. It's like, okay, so you're a supposed fan of mine. You would know there's a huge drama with my unlisted live streams being reported to get my channel in trouble. So that was another red flag. There was many red flags in here. Anyway, so he refused to put any like indication at the time that it was me, right? He complied with this obviously, because if you watch his channel, you know he does say it's me after this. But at the time, he was basically refusing to credit me for my clips that he was monetizing. That he also had memberships for temporarily and had a $99 membership tier. Yes, really. He got rid of that, but he had memberships for a channel that was a clip channel. A clip channel that he had monetized. He was making ad revenue off of. He had memberships on and a $99 membership tier. Okay, so that's, you know, maybe just another thing for those who were not convinced last stream of my evidence that he was not a fan. Okay, so I know there's going to be people asking, okay, Synth, why didn't you bring this all up 8 months ago? What I said last stream, even though I said it in anger, it was true. I thought this would basically be a symbiotic relationship. He makes his channel, it maybe attracts new fans to watch my streams, or maybe even existing fans who just never wanted to watch the streams to maybe check out a stream. In reality, his channel became a haven for, again, Kiwi Farms people, haters like Husky, all these people were commenting on his channel. I saw it back then, back when I was watching the videos. Yes, there have been a few people who have discovered my channel through him, and no offense to those people, but they've basically all been like normies, or at least people who, you know, are not, they're not like schizo JQ people. You can tell. I mean, there's been conflicts with many of these people over the past 6 months, I would say. Some of you would have probably noticed that. So, you know, it's fine if you're a new fan. I'm not going to hate you or anything. But, yeah. So anyway, continuing. No one reads long titles. That's fair, but again, I didn't require him to say Synthetic Man Reacts. Instead, I put information about your channel in the first line of the description. Excuse me, plus link to your channel. No one reads the description. This is extremely Jewish right here. No one reads the description. So his only way of knowing that it's not, you know, the only way for a new viewer at the time to know that it was my content and not his was if they read the description. Yeah, okay, that's normal for a clip channel, by the way. You look at any other clip channel, you know, Germa, Asmongold, name whoever, popular streamer, it says Germa or Asmongold in the title, okay? Without exception. He thought, and again, he admits he's a YouTuber, by the way. I don't know who. And he used to watch the channel from a different account. Someone I'm sure I banned, given the context, that he wouldn't tell me what the account is. Anyway. I know, I'm taking forever to read this. I have a lot to say. In the description on the end screen, no one reads to, no one watches to the end anyway. I also need to add a link to a video because YouTube won't allow it otherwise. I don't know what that means. Is he talking about the 30 seconds? I think he's talking about the end screens. You know how you have links at the end of videos? But that's optional as well. Like, you don't have to put that at the end. YouTube, when you upload a video, does not make you put the end screen. In fact, I've forgotten to put it on many of my videos I've uploaded. I think that's what he's talking about, the little links that you can put at the end. Anyway, some titles are just jokes, like the one Par Pudding mentioned, the old one, Doomer crossed out instead of Devil. He's talking about the Devil May Cry thumbnail where he pretended to be me. He does not address that part. Same goes for the thumbnails. I want them to be clickable because that's how YouTube works. This is a vague, meaningless Jewish statement. I'm just going to be frank. This doesn't mean anything. A thumbnail can be anything to be clickable. Now, I'm not going to say I was offended by most of his thumbnails. Some were obviously banter, some mocking. Yes, I am mad about the pet one, but to be fair, that was the straw that broke the camel's back and not the reason. The people saying I'm overreacting, you have to realize, Memory Runner's community post after I struck his videos does not address any of my allegations. You know, much like the saying goes, they'll call you an anti-Semite, but they're not going to call you a liar. He did not address any of the statements I said on stream for a reason. Now, you could say it's because he said, I don't want drama, but that doesn't mean anything. There's no drama in telling your side of the story. He knows he was wrong. He knows he was leeching off my channel. He thought that I didn't think he was mocking me, which I did know, because I'm not as autistic as a lot of chat. I've known for a long time. Anyway. For me, saying that I want to be a copycat channel is stupid. I think I might have said that at the time, but that wasn't really what I meant by copycat channel. Since my views depend on the popularity of your channel, this is an admittance they did it for money, by the way. I know you're going to say I'm being schizo, but this is like a Freudian slip. He's not a fan. He was doing it for money. He was just leeching off you guys because there was a gap in the market Now, he's going to deny this in a couple sentences, but I'm going to explain my reasoning as to why it's not true. If the titles and thumbnails were perceived that way, it was definitely not my intention. I can change that. I had the wrong idea about the situation because you spoke positively about my materials. I don't actually remember what I said on stream, so I'm not going to address this point. I removed the links to your original streams. Having said all that, believe it or not, I'm not here to make a career out of your channel or harm your channel. I didn't think this channel would take off. At first, it was an opportunity for me to return to YouTube after a little personal burnout and learn a new editing program without any pressure. With all due respect to you, if my goal were to become a millionaire by creating clips, I would choose some screaming zoomer from the top Twitch channels. I've always liked your reactions, which is how I discovered your channel, by watching clip channels. There were only a few larger channels that showed you in a better light. Most of the videos by other people are just hit pieces with hundreds of thousands of views. Yes, I know, most of the old dramas. Now I'm going to translate this into Goy speak for you. When I talked about his channel, and I addressed this in my reply down here, we'll get to that in a second. At the time, I didn't care he's making money. I don't care that my stream archive is monetized. I don't care that Poir's videos are monetized. I don't care if any hater videos are monetized. That was never the reason I cared about this. And the fact that he, completely unprompted, said that his goal is not to make money when, one, the channel was monetized, and two, he had memberships for a fucking clip channel. You already know it's a lie. But just the fact that he brought this up unprompted tells you this is what he was really concerned about. He was concerned about losing the free money from clipping my videos. And the reason he didn't choose some screaming zoomer is because a lot of these top channels, you wouldn't know this because people don't make dramas about it, they do strike down clip stuff. Every big Twitch channel has an official clip channel. Why do you think that is? Why do you think there's like an official Asmongold, there's official Germa, official like all these things? Now, Germa might be a bad example because there are a bunch of unofficial, you know, YouTube channels because he's not a bad person, I guess you could say. But in many cases, they do strike down unofficial clip channels, right? But I would say the bigger motive is not just that, but the fact that there was a gap in the market. Name another chud streamer who has like over-the-top streams. I mean, look, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but my streams are pretty popular given the size of my channel. I'd say most channels with under 200,000 subscribers usually only have like 300 concurrent viewers or something like that, at least from what I've seen. So obviously there's a decent sized market to make high effort clip content, which again, I didn't care about. I think, you know, I had my own personal distaste with the editing style, but obviously a lot of people liked it. But again, I knew about all this shit 8 months ago. I didn't care. I didn't even care that he was mocking me, and people can pretend that it's banter, but do you know who you do banter with? You do it with your friends. I've only spoken to this man once, and people pretending that they'd be okay with their buddy at work telling their boss loudly that you're a pedophile and saying that's a joke. There's no person who thinks that's a joke. There's no public instance where calling someone a pedophile is a joke. I know chat is very lolicon autism pilled, but that's not a joke. And I think it's, listen, again, if you don't know the context, I'm not even being mad. I'm not going to try to ban anybody. But if you don't know the context and just think, oh, it's banter, you know, he's a fan channel, he likes you, you could have asked him to change the thumbnail. Again, that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. That wasn't the reason I took down the channel. That was, again, just the last straw. I knew this whole time he was not actually a fan of mine. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I'll show you my reply at the time. He never replied to my reply, if you're curious. This is where the email chain ends. He never spoke to me again after this. You left me a lot to reply to, so I'll just condense my thoughts. I don't have a problem with you making money off my content or any of that. It just needs to be more clear that you are not affiliated with me and that you are a fan channel. Obviously, I don't expect you to add Synthetic Man Reacts to every title, but the way your titles are written, it sounds like you're my second channel or even my main channel. Nobody reads the description. So just add synth to the titles or something similar so that people don't think it's your content. Alright, I'm glad you removed the links to the VODs. It would be easy for people to mass report them to get me banned. Also, slightly related, but I'm sure you've read your comment sections. I'm about to, tell you again. I knew all this at the time. Quite a few of my former fans and Kiwi trannies are expressing their grievances in your comment section. How can you claim to be a fan channel where half of the viewers are my haters? I'm not going to ask you to ban them, but it's telling that they are a major section of your audience. So I have no intent of taking down your channel. Keep doing what you're doing. Just make it clear you're a fan channel. Do something about the lol cow in your comments. Now, he completely ignored this. I think that's pretty evident if you watch, if you've read comment sections in Memory Runner videos. But yes, I knew about this 8 months ago. But again, I didn't think it was damaging to the channel at all, so I just ignored this shit. Okay, now there's another thing I want to show you. Hold on. We'll move on after this, but there's more stuff. So there may be some of you not schizo enough to accept the evidence, I guess. I don't know. Who the fuck knows at this point? But anyway, this is his community posts. He didn't delete any community posts. So, I just want to show you something you can still see for yourself right now. His very first community post is an image with, Husky, Thugnificent, War is Sexy, and I actually forgot who this is, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry if you're an important part of my lore, I don't recognize the profile pic. So, are you gonna tell me this is not a big tell that this is not a fan? This is someone, the very first community post on the fan clip channel, has my biggest hater, Husky. Thugnificent, who, I had a huge falling out with and banned. Far as Sexy, I didn't ban. It was related to, like, the Knoll Kiwi Farms drama shit. And I'm sure this other one's probably a tell too. Oh, Cry. It was Cry. Cry I didn't ban either. Cry, he deleted his channel, right? I don't remember why. I'll be honest, I forgot. So again, I'm not shitting on anyone. I'll admit, last stream, I was too angry and didn't explain correctly. And some of you might have thought I was a little too schizo. So, I'm glad I'm coming back with some of this. So, this isn't the only community post that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And this is not really a big deal, but you'll notice the only times he really community posts is if there's a big drama going on. So, have you seen the latest Fallout Season 2 drama crash out? Is Synthetic Man right? This is back in August when I spurged out on people because all the views were going down. I was one of the first people who noticed that everyone's views were crashing. And people told me Fallout, no one cares about Fallout, even though my most viewed videos in like the past year have been the Fallout Season 2 reviews. But at the time, my reaction to the trailer was the worst performing video I'd released in about 5 years. I think it only had like 20-something thousand views. And so that led to me being like, listen, there's something wrong with the views. A bunch of Kiwi f***s brigaded the stream, rage baited me successfully, and I spurged out. And of course he makes a community post. This is his very second community post on his channel, is talking about drama. Alright, third community post. Let's see. I guess this one is still supporting. This one's technically supporting me, I'd say. This is me talking about how the MGS3 remake thing didn't do as well. So that's fine. Now this one, here's another one this one's drama again. Is Synthetic Man right not caring about Charlie Kirk's assassination? Watch this video for more details. So he's purposely inciting outrage about my you know, my apathy toward Charlie Kirk's death. One of the options in the poll is his opinions are totally disgusting. Why would he even make this? Why would he make this community post if he's a fan of mine? I'm just saying, like, the evidence, you might think in a vacuum individually, none of these things matter, but you just add up all of the things. That's how noticing works, right? Think about when you first got red-pilled on the Jews. Was it one specific instance? No, it was a bunch of anecdotes that eventually led you to look into things more deeply. This is the same idea. I didn't think one specific event, oh, Memory Runner is a hater channel. No, I saw a lot of things add up. All the things added up. So, yeah. Alright, I get those people, I get those people rage baiting. Like, I don't care. I'll be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure people know I'm correct at this point. Cry got spooked with all the doxes in the community and just deleted everything. He was a fan. Yeah, so that one's fine. But him having Husky and Thugnifcent in that was obviously supposed to be a signal. So yeah, Poir, like, I'm not hating on you or anything, but you did sort of add fuel to this fire with your autism and stuff. I'm not going to ever have an official clip channel. Poir is free to do whatever he wants. That's fine. But he's not going to be an official clip channel or anything like that. That's not happening. So don't get excited about that. And this is bad. Dude, I hate these thumbnails. I'm not going to lie. But I get why some of you guys think it's funny. It's fine. It's but... Oh, here we go. And this is the last one. So, Synthetic Man's Battlefield 6 video was deleted after a few hours. He received a 7-day suspension. What do you think? Why? Perhaps it's just a YouTube bot, but honestly, it wasn't Synth's most controversial video. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? So, it was revenge for Silent Hill F. It was a retarded YouTube bot. It doesn't matter. He deserved it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I think I've made my point between this and the last stream. If you don't believe that he was a Jewish leech, maybe not literally Jewish, but you get my point. A symbolically Jewish leech who was never a fan of the channel, saw a gap in the market for Chud edited content. He admitted he was a YouTuber. He also admitted they used to post here under a different name, but did not tell me in the email for whatever reason. You know, a fan wouldn't tell you what other profile they had. They also would never talk to you again after one interaction 8 months ago. I think Devin put this pretty well, though. Like, even without giving you all that evidence, here are the facts, right? I think Devin said something similar on the stream earlier, too, where it's like, one, he was stealing my content. With my permission, so not really stealing, but still, listen. Taking my content, monetizing my content, hurting my business. Now, I know you could argue this one. No, he totally brought in a bunch of fans, even if there's hundreds of comments on his video saying, oh, I would never watch Synth streams. You make them palatable to watch, and I don't have to give him a view this way. I've read that comment on his channel many times. And 4, mocking me. The 4th one, he's mocked me. But the pet thing, that's really what crossed the line. You can't do all 4 of these things to get away with it. Maybe 3. Maybe 3 out of those 4. But you can't do all 4 of those. There's consequences. And so, there you go. It's that simple. I don't have to justify myself any further. If people continue to ask about this situation, they can, I'm sure, find this clip somewhere. I bet Poir will clip this. But yes, anyone is free to make a clip channel and monetize it. You know, just don't be a Jew about it. Don't call me a pedophile. And, you know, it'd help if you're actually a fan and not a hater as well. You know, don't be a hive for Kiwi farms and banned users. That'd be ideal. Husky's recent video got reported for bullying, and they were saying I did it, while Tr is claiming to have done it. Also, might be the case that Kiwi Farm's memory runner did it to frame me. Okay, well, there's no clip of me saying anything about flagging huskies, so I don't know. How would I have done that? I mean, don't you need like hundreds of reports to get YouTube to look at something? Did I like psychically tell my fans to report Husky's channel? I mean, I mean, if I did do it, that's fine. Post the clip. Okay, we're just gonna chill today. I'm feeling a little low energy. I know there's some games I'm behind on playing. Like, I still never checked out Super Meat Boy 3D, but I'm just gonna chill. We're chilling today. I know I put chill in quotes because I just wanted to get out my thoughts on the memory runner drama. But yes, that is the situation. I got nothing else to say. You know, I know there were some people who can't catch the streams and we're using that to catch up with the streams, and you know, if there's one thing I'll say, his videos were decently professional, but you know, it just crossed the line. It's just that simple. And Black Metal Gamer, thanks $2. Oh boy, not the Marxist runner. I have no idea if actually he did say communist shit or not, I'll be honest, but Dr. Moldberg, thanks to €2. Night of the Long Knives begins. Reputation lost. Sir Burslag, thanks to the 2 months of membership. Chud emoji. Quinn Tribute, thanks to £2. Memory Runner capitulation. Grape incoming. No, as far as I'm concerned, it's over. I said my piece. Believe me or don't believe me. But I think I had a pretty strong justification when you have all the information. You know? Apu Pepe Friend, thanks $5. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. On a serious note, I did watch the channel because I can't catch all your streams. I understand that, and I think that's a valid concern for some. That's the only, like, the only voice in the back of my head to not do it was just, there was, you know, none of the other clip channels had edited content on that level. So it's like, I get that people don't want to. Not only do I not stream regularly, well, I do in the sense that I stream like 3 times a week, but not regular times or regular days. So it was a way to catch up on the streams without watching a full archive. But, you know, like, I just couldn't let it go on anymore. Sir Burslack, thanks $5. Ever thought of members-only chats? Actually, we're in one right now. Highly exclusionary, but life is better when you put up fences. There are people who are hate subscribers that were commenting earlier during the drama part. I have a lot of hate watchers. Like, far above average for a channel, you know? There are other people out there who can clip. Memory Runner isn't the only dude. Yeah, I mean, literally anyone can do it. I know there's going to be people who are going to say, well, now that you took down this channel, no one else is going to want to do it. But again, that was a very specific situation. There's a reason why I let it. I knew about all this 8 months ago, and I let it go because I didn't think it was damaging to the channel, and I didn't care about, like, the subtle digs or anything. It's just, you know, this is the last straw, basically, right? It wasn't specifically the pet implication on its own. It was many things, you know, together. Apu Pepe Friend, thanks for $5. The protocols of Memory Runner have been released in the FBI files. Stallion Milk, thanks for $5. She did the right thing. If he was going to be a lead, she needed to kiss the ring. Love every parasite. Like, the other thing I heard people say where it's like, okay, just make him change the thumbnail and then ask for a cut. But, like, for me, I don't care about the money. Like I said, the stream archive, the guy who runs the stream archive, I forget which one of you it is, offered me to, like, basically get a cut to, like, be a co-admin or whatever, you know, a co-manager for the channel. But I honestly just don't care. Like, the money aspect's not important. What's important is I don't want, like, basically I don't want a hive of my haters monetize me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not that crazy to just not want, like, can you imagine if, I don't know. I don't want to keep using Asmongold, but like, let's just say like a communist, like far leftist psycho ran Asmongold's #1 clip channel and was like subtly mocking him the whole time. You know, it's like, I don't, if he got rid of that, I don't think it would really be drama. At least it wouldn't be to me. If someone told me about that, I wouldn't care. Like, I understand people were worried about, because the whole quartering taking down Kino Casino, but that's a completely different circumstance. It's not even close to the same thing. I know people are dumb and will just be like, oh, well, he took down your thing, so he just like the coiling. Or maybe, I don't know, similar to like if DSP or Low Tier God took down a channel. But again, I don't care about hate channels as long as they're transparent that they're a hate channel, right? That's why I find it funny that I guess Husky's accusing me of reporting a video for bullying or something. But it's like, doesn't that take like hundreds of reports? I didn't tell anybody to do that. So, it wasn't me. Low Tier God's biggest hater made 100,000 off of Dona restreams that were transformative enough to not be copyright struck. But he was a stupid Latinx and got himself doxxed over poor OPSEC. Damn, that's a lot of money made off that. I've reached peak DSP status now. Yeah, truly. It's a false flag by literal trans, I checked. Oh, yeah, the bullying thing? Yeah, imagine my shock. Black Metal Gamer, thanks to the $2. Plot twist, it was Debin the whole time in secrecy. Indeed. Sincere Hypocrite, thanks to the 10 Australian. Damn, I didn't realize how passive-aggressive they were. These people are acting like a bitter ex-girlfriend. I've made some critiques about you in the comments, but these gays are obsessed with you. Yes. Yes, they are. I mean, illegitimately, it was, from the very beginning of Memory Runner's channel, a significant amount of his fans were people I'd banned or, like, Kiwi Farms users. It was like, that was a pretty big red flag in my head. Like, why would a fan channel be populated with my haters? You know, I feel like that would raise red flags for anybody. And so eventually you just collect enough evidence. And then, I mean, again, maybe I should have nipped it in the bud 8 months ago, but at the time I didn't think it was, like, it didn't really matter, you know? Cinemus, thanks to the 20 months of membership. Memory Runner got destroyed and deserved it. Brian C, thanks to 22 months of membership. Chill streams off to a great start. Well, that's why I put it in quotes. Everyone moral F slurring about flagging channels and copyright today will just flip-flop on it all tomorrow, depending on who it is happening to. They don't actually care about Memory Runner. I think that's true. Like, all the people who... not all of them. Again, there were some people who were like, okay, I don't have time to catch synth streams. This is a good way to keep up with them. That does kind of suck, but I would say the majority of people, it was literally people wanted to keep watching my content without supporting me, which is the gayest shit in the known universe. Just move on with your fucking life, man. Like, it's not that important. I'm some stranger online you're never gonna meet. You're never gonna talk to me. Like, I don't know who you are, and that's fine. Just fucking let it go. Watch some stuff you actually enjoy. And if these are people who think I'm funny and want to consume the content, but they're butthurt about me saying an insult to them, I mean, just get over it. I don't know. Come back. There's people who've come back under other accounts and post here. Fuck, how many no profile pics have there been? They're almost always all accounts of someone who got banned. You don't understand the Memory Runner thing. I explained it pretty thoroughly in the beginning. I'm not going to repeat everything I said in the first hour of the stream. So, I also said some other stuff I didn't recover here in the last stream, but I was a bit more angry and less logical in that one. But I think I got my point across in this one. Thoroughly. Yeah, I remember Xbox Huge. Yeah, he came back under a different name, but I don't even remember what it was. Booba Gade, thanks to the 10 pounds. I respect that you keep an eye on things, and yes, your stuff is pretty unique. To be honest, I love your stuff. Thanks. PB Head, thanks 10 bucks. I don't know if you brought this up yet, but something Griffin mentioned you could do is goad him into a deal where you get maybe 70% of revenue, or he gets copyright flagged. The pettiness is insanely gay, though. I'm not going to shake him down for money. I don't care about the money. Imagine if they just made a spin-off dungeon crawler game. Yeah, that would be cool. Press F to pay respects to Memory Runner. No. Maybe you should watch the beginning of the stream. I explained it all in detail. I'm sorry you guys didn't notice. Your noticer license has been revoked. But, you know, if you'd like to listen to my side of the story, you can watch the beginning of the stream. I'm sure people will be clipping it. Ricardo, thanks 10 bucks. Met with Memory Runner and Wendy's to negotiate a truce. We end up wrestling in line and he really hurt me bad. He's gonna clip the whole thing and upload it. Please don't report it. I have a lawsuit. I don't even know what to say to that. Ricardo, thanks 5 bucks. I told my colonel you banned Memory Runner. He cried so bad, moped around, took a shit too long, and now he's all lanky and spooked out, barely trying to eat. That's crazy. I didn't know your cat understood YouTube videos. Ricardo, thanks for another 5. I met with Poir Pudding to mediate this whole nonsense. He kept talking about the history of the patterns on my shirt, and his nose was a mega beak. Alright. The cat also has autism. Ricardo with another 5. Poir Pudding just canceled my Colonel channel. This cannot continue. This is madness. Eli, thanks for 5 bucks. Ice Cube, dog. Yeah. Ricardo, thanks for the 5. What if Memory Runner made a channel in memory of Memory Runner and only did wicked funny clips? This is... I haven't heard you say wicked funny in a while. That is like one of your little phrases. Would Poir Pudding make an autistic collage then? Possibly, I don't know. Some suspicious circumstances happen. Ricardo Comstocks, thanks to the 5 bucks. To strike down Memory Runner was some gay shit, just admit it. EGAD is a poison autist. So is Poir Pudding. Just let things be fun. No, you are a poison autist, and the only reason anyone tolerates you is because you give them money. That's the real poison autist, is the... you would be banned from, 109 plus countries if you didn't give them money. I mean, I guess maybe you were, I don't know. To let people enjoy things. Yeah, very, very Reddit. Very Reddit of Ricardo. Ricardo with another 2 bucks in the blushing pair. Ricardo, thanks for another 10. Synth, I am sending you a collage right now. It's Mick D's Big Mac lore. It is basically there was a Big Mac, now a Whopper. It gets crazy. Please review. Poir Pudding reviewed it and said it was 100% true. This like autism friendly fire is bizarre to me. It's like, is this just like, well, Poir is 1% more autistic than me, so I can make fun of him. It's like, all right. Yeah, I guess that is usually how it goes with autists, isn't it? I make the best schizophrenic collages you've ever seen in your life. Ricardo bought the $99 membership from Memory Runner and is upset he can't get a refund. That'd be funny if that was the real reason. That'd be crazy. Even Kino Casino threatened Duty to stop clipping them. There's no benefit to getting clipped by a third party, so no one cares about Memory Runner. What he was doing wasn't transformative or fair use. For me, again, I don't even... Like, you can't cross too many lines, right? There was too many lines crossed. I let it be for a long time because it's just like, well, I guess if I squint, I could say it was a mutually beneficial relationship. Though I always got annoyed. You could see You could make a clip collection of all the times I was annoyed, just random assholes who would never chat again in chat, by the way, would say something like, oh, dude, you got to pay this memory runner guy. He does such a great job with your streams. And then we would never see that guy again. Now, like, again, you could say some of this is schizo, too far, whatever, but I'm just saying, like, it all adds up to it being really fucking bizarre. Where it's like, these people don't even watch the channel. Like, they legitimately don't watch the channel. I have no incentive at all to let the bullshit slide anymore. Ricardo, thanks for another 5. Hold up, stop. Why do you say I'm autistic? Hold on for a second. For real? I don't know. It's just a hunch. I saw a schizo collage and I was convinced that you're autistic. You're right about detractors using memory on his channel to talk smack about you. Green Reddit posted his thumbnail in their community notifications. It brought all the spurgs out. Yep. Yep. All the bundles of sticks that made vids about you recently all got their material from memory runner clips like Colin's World. I mean, I think it's fair to say that is... It's not like Memory Runner gave them the clips. It's just... That's a way for people to find the stream clips, because the streams are unlisted or privated, right? I recently went through a private wave again of some of the older ones. So, that is... The thing is, again, this is not meant to shit on him in particular, but if I had an official clip channel, it'd be the same problem. Except, I guess with an official clip channel, I would approve what gets uploaded. but I don't know. The point is, with that one, I can't blame him directly for that, obviously. I wouldn't... It would be even a little too schizo for me to say that that's intentional to be used by leftist videos or something. Guys, can we all agree to not call them detractors? Well, people say it ironically because DSP says it, right? I don't even know. What do you call them? Haters, obsessed losers, fans. That's you can't write that in chat though. I mean, I call them fans, definitely a lot. So, hold on. Ricardo, thanks for another 5. Bar Pudding is a certified J autist, and everyone knows it. He's bad news. Bad news. No. The context of him removing the slurs was gay, but it was probably better for you in the long run, since that would have given people more ammo. I don't have a problem with him literally, like, again, I feel like we're getting caught up in the minutia a little bit here. I didn't have a problem with him censoring slurs, but I had my personal distaste with the edits, but that had nothing to do with the animosity toward him. It was all the other things I showed you. Like, yes, I didn't really like the style of editing, but I understand that it appeals to some people. That was not my main issue with the videos. He should have given you a percentage of his ad revenue. This is how it works for all editors. The idea you'd pay him only applies if you upload the clips to your channel. The fact that people... That was mind-blowing, actually, that I got... probably dozens of comments over the past 8 months of people saying I should pay him when he was already monetizing my clips. Why would I pay someone who's already leeching money off my channel? It is actually mind-blowing how retarded, or again, if it was like bait or something, I don't even know. I don't know if it was bait, retardation, both. No idea. Ricardo, thanks $5. To ban a clipper of yours, dude, is 100% lame. To ban him, why? Not a good move, period. I watched the explanation. Still 100% lame, to be honest. Oof. Okay, well, keep giving me money. You're really proving your point. No, I explained it perfectly last stream. Anyone who actually is a fan of mine and not an engineer with too much money to blow and make shit jokes for attention. Everyone understood my explanation. He's just spurging saying, no, you did not in chat. Who the hell let this build shit? Like, I don't care how qualified he is at his job. If you show this to, I don't know, anyone, like, yeah, the fuck. They need like special ed class for adults. Yeah, show this to the feds, please. You understand you don't agree with it? That's because you just don't have empathy. Like, I hate to be a dick, but if you're in my position, you probably would have struck it 8 months ago when you saw that shit. Ricardo, thanks for $5. The explanation of yours was lame and gay dude, lame-o. Genius engineer. The best he can come up with is gay and lame. Yep. Bud Sunny, thanks to the cool bear. Was Ricardo memory runner, and that's why I didn't want to tell you his other chatter name? I don't think so. I don't think so. Everyone's saying the thumbnail was fine. Would have never abided by having their face on the same thumbnail. But that's what I was saying. Like it's like saying, okay, your buddy from work, except he's not even your buddy because you've only talked to him one time the whole time you've been working there, just loudly tells your boss you're a pedophile as a joke. And yeah, that's okay, definitely. Because, dude, it was your meme, though. You had, like, a meme about pedophilia or something. And so he just loudly said it in public. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Him having memberships on its own was enough to strike him. Yeah, I kind of agree with that as well. Didn't I already show that Memory Runner was being a snake, saying one thing to you, but back talking behind my back? Well, I showed him joking on Ghostface channel, and him and like Huskies had a bunch of highly liked comments on his videos as well, which again is not suspicious at all. So I guess it's just schizo or something. I think Ricardo is slightly inebriated. He's always drunk here when he blows his money. It's still annoying. Sebastian Howard, thanks for $5. I feel like the thumbnail of you blushing was reflecting your cute and funny chat, not directly. Okay. Sebastian, I know a lot of you guys are on the spectrum. If you're a random person looking through the YouTube algorithm and you see a guy who is blushing at a child with the FBI behind him in a clip, what are you gonna think? Like, this is literally the breakfast question. This is the same thing as the how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning? You understand it's the same level of thinking? I mean, are we fucking for real right now? It literally said pregnanta and had his face blushing at a child. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, how are you guys this dumb? You cannot even picture from the outside. If a new viewer or anyone who hates me sees me basically, you know, being attracted to a child, or you really don't think that'd be bad in some way? I can't even believe I have to explain this. I can't even believe I have to explain this. It really is crazy. Ignore the rage bait. It's not rage bait. Sebastian Howard is a long-time viewer and donator. It is not rage bait. You guys are making me side with normies. Because the normies think this is rage bait. And I get it. I'm siding with the normies who are like, nah, dude, that's rage bait. It's not. It's not rage bait. They actually think this. They actually think it was just joking. The dude Zion Hunter, did you listen to my explanation last stream? I explained it calmly. I showed the evidence. Why would I ask him when I knew it was malicious? I knew for a fucking fact. Now you can pretend. Again, I compared it to the JQ for a fucking reason. Because normies would think you're a schizo for thinking Jews control the world. Why do you believe that? Oh, because you've seen a mountain of anecdotes. A mountain. And it was the same fucking way with me and Memory Runner. I saw a shit ton, like a mountain of evidence that he is not a fan of mine. He was doing this to leech money off my channel. I showed more than enough to convince anyone who is not a fucking idiot or, you know, is at least willing to hear my side of the story. I'm sorry if you really like the edits, but I'm the guy who created the fucking content he edited, which means maybe you should side with the fucking guy who made the shit you laughed at in the first place instead of your own goddamn convenience, you narcissistic pricks. Okay? Like, you genuinely, I made the stuff. Those are my jokes that just had zooms and sound effects added to them. Hate the term contrarianism, but it really is. That's what it feels like. I genuinely, I explained, I showed the evidence. You know what this reminded me of? This is something I was thinking of. You know, in school when they had the autistic kid and like the other normal kids would like subtly mock him? I mean, granted, for some of you, you might have been that kid, but I'm really speaking to the members of chat who, you think back to middle school, high school, whatever. There would be like the really autistic kid who wants to fit in, and then people would basically just subtly bully him because he was a punching bag and he never got it because autistic people, obviously, they don't understand social cues. This is what it reminds me of. It's like, you guys are thinking back to your time in school. You thought it was just banter. Those kids were bullying you, motherfucker. And I'm sorry you didn't have a Kobe, a synthetic man, or whatever in your life to tell you, because I did tell my buddy Jack, and I told, even though he wasn't even my friend, I told a guy named Fox, these people don't like you, they're annoyed by you, they don't even want to be around you. Because that's the guy I am. I'm going to tell the truth. I know what this shit looks like. Why does he need to be a fan to make a clip channel? Okay, please tell me that one's rage bait. All right, okay. Let's just say, hypothetically, you draw. You're an artist and not a porn artist, a normal artist in the modern day, and you make money. And you make money off your drawings. Some random asshole, pretends he's a big fan of yours, or at least that's what he tells you one time. He traces over your drawings. People love the drawings. He starts making money off of the drawings. And then you find out this guy actually is just leeching off of you. He's not a fan of you. He's taken some of your fans. Some of those fans even prefer his drawings to yours that he traced off of you. And then he finally just draws you as a pedophile in a drawing. You'd be okay with that? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Why'd you specify I can't be a porn artist? Because when I think of artists online, that's the only way they make money. That's just the reality of it. Yeah, and also he associates with their enemies too. He associates with the artists you don't like. No, actually, they're not even artists, my enemies, really, but you get the point. I can agree with some of your points, but not the one about it being a hub for haters. The comment sections were pretty chill from what I remember. Okay, well, maybe you didn't see what I saw, but trust me, I've got quite a few people corroborating in here that they saw people I banned in the comment sections talking shit. Now, what if this guy failed his art school entry? Yeah. Memory Runner was a Kiwi Tree's A-log platform. Yep. That's why they started doing gay ops when it got struck down. Exactly. You know what, Shadow Band account? I take back the shit talking. That is exactly 100% correct. Again, that's another thing. Remember, one of the points I brought up was people bullied Poir privately because he was pointing out some of this Memory Runner shit he noticed. Why would they attack him for simply noticing patterns about the channel, unless, obviously, it was being used by Kiwi Farms people to A-log or whatever? Why would they attack him? What's the motivation? Anyway, I feel like if you don't believe me after the points I explained, then, I mean, fuck off. I don't know. Even if people disagree with you, it's still your face. They should respect your opinion even if they disagree. Again, I think people genuinely, and I get it, don't get me wrong, It might sound mean, but I get it on some level. People only care about their own entertainment value. And I get, I'm an entertainer for a living, and the Memory Runner channel was a convenient way for people to watch the entertainment without the filler. That's the point. They don't care about me, which is fair because I've been against the parasocial shit for most of my career. But at the same time, I'm literally the guy who makes the stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why would you side against the guy who makes the content that is edited into the digestible form that you consumed? I mean, yes, it's less convenient for you now that there's no equivalent to the highly edited content. But, you know, lashing out at me for protecting myself and my business and, you know, putting down basically a guy leeching off of me is not going to accomplish anything. Like, that was going to happen regardless of your opinion. I guess, is what I'm saying. I watched the edits because you didn't make much content recently. I didn't have any problem with people watching the edits. Like I said, that wasn't my issue. Anyone is allowed to make a clip channel me. I never cared about making any money off that stuff. I already explained my issues. People want to boil it down to the pet thing when that was just the last straw. I already explained this last stream. You know, watch my explanation whenever it's clipped, if it has been already, I don't know. Memory Runner poll results were majority against you. It shows the viewers' opinions. Yeah, I mean, that was, you know, part of my evidence was why the hell would he have polls with options to shit on me in the first place? Imagine this whole thing by happening in the 1420s over playwriting in the old country. Does chat not say pedophile shit, or are they joking? What does that have to do with me? You think if I allow people to say what they want, that means I'm a pedophile? Like, what logic is this? Don't get me wrong, I don't believe in free speech. However, I think for the benefit of the YouTube channel, I should allow as much free speech as possible. In Synthetic Regime, there would be no free speech. Don't get me wrong. But you realize you're advocating against being able to say what you want in a YouTube chat. I always remember the Charlie Kirk thumbnail stuck out, since I remember it said something like, I don't care. Well, that is fair, I don't care. But it was definitely inciting backlash, for sure. When I put polls on the archive, most people answer with what they want, but more people will comment bait on the uploads immediately. Yeah. Also, you had no poll option to say people slightly disagree with you without saying you're totally wrong. Yeah, it was just extreme answers, which I'm sure, given I showed you his email to me, his one and only time he talked to me. Given his manner of speech, very Jewish, he probably would have just said, well, of course, poll results need to get as much attention as possible. This is YouTube. Obviously, you should know better than anyone that extreme titles are going to get people to click. It's a YouTube poll. No one that doesn't even give you money. You know what I mean? I know I'm technically arguing with a straw man in my head, but I can already picture how the conversation would hypothetically go if I did call him out on it. You know, I could tell by the tone of his email what kind of person he was. There's a lot to gather from those paragraphs. We can make these jokes here because it's a community here. An outsider wouldn't get it, and you hopefully don't make those jokes in polite company. Yeah, exactly. Like, the lolly shit is a chat thing. He was not part of chat. I know some of you guys think that, but Memory Runner only ever chatted in this chat. You could probably count on one hand, and I think it was only in, like, 2 streams tops. And they were both, like, 8 months ago. He was not a member of chat. He is not a fan, as I said many times. So it's not even like a fan is making a lolly joke. I only remember seeing him in chat once immediately after the stream ended. Yeah. Yeah, it was not that's, I don't know. It's not worth talking about anymore, I think. Again, if you don't agree with me, You just can't picture yourself in my shoes. It's that simple. Again, I get it. You know, empathy in the modern world is a mistake, but to be fair, I am a white man as much as we joke about me being Jewish. So I won't backstab you if you have empathy for me. I promise. I promise. Oh, please, what a cope. Ricardo, what are you even saying? I mean, I know you're drunk, but do you even know what you're talking about? By the way, Synthler, I finally got my hands on a screenshot of Memory Runner's original title for his Devil May Cry highlights video. Oh, really? Is it an actual screenshot of it? I'm starting to think Ricardo actually is Memory Runner. I'm pretty sure Ricardo doesn't need the money. If so, it definitely was a hobby. I'm saying you're coping. Yeah, but coping how? You use your words. Use your words, supposed engineer man. I swear, Ricardo is a cartoon character. I can send it to you right now. Preserve Tube kept the OG title. Yeah, someone send it to me so I can show you. Because he did deny it in the email I showed you. That, again, that was a huge red flag. That was one of the biggest red flags, that he denied pretending to be me in the title. Of bring up this gay thing, LMAO. Ricardo, you're the one who was bitching in a super chat before I even brought up this conversation about me taking Memory Runner's channel down. Now, you're probably joking in like your autistic way, but you literally brought it up first. You can just check the timestamp. Okay, Brian sent it to me, apparently. Yeah, yep. Yeah, so this is the original. For all the people, I remember people were gaslighting me months ago about this. I'm like, he was literally pretending to be me. And he's like, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, Synth. You're being schizo. This was the original Devil May Cry title. People literally, they gaslit me. No kidding. It was probably, again, like, QE people on all accounts or some shit. I don't know. Or just yeah. I remember talking about this at the time. And people gaslighting me. So, yeah. Listen. Well, very clearly a clip of someone else, yeah. It was 8 months ago. I guess 7 months. That was, what, in September? I think it showed September in that thumbnail. Yeah, September 3rd. So, what? Yeah, I know people are reading Ricardo's chats, and it's just like... it doesn't matter how drunk you are. This is just shit. Yeah, Ricardo was Memory Runner the whole time, as it turns out. Or it's his illegitimate son, yeah. Ricardo, thanks to the 5. Husky's retarded, 100% tard. Egad is tarded, 100% tard. Poir is 100% tarded, 100% tard. Why are you allowing these tards rent in your head? Okay, it says Ricardo, the guy throwing money and Spurgy in the comments. I mean, if you don't care, you wouldn't send money or comment. I think that's pretty obvious. Ricardo's Memory Runner's handler. Let it be known that I never lied about anything, that I uncovered all this on my own. Yeah, I mean, some of it maybe was not the most useful information. The stuff that was mostly just about Husky and Ghostface, but yeah. Eli, thanks to 10 bucks. No, Synth. I was in Griffin's chat yesterday, and they all said you loved Pragmata, Children, and hated Memory Runner because you didn't pay him. Chat is so right all the time. I hope people were not saying stuff that stupid. Sendatsu Gaming, thanks for $5. I saw your explanation on one small channel yesterday with you in the judge wig in the thumbnail. Not sure if it's fans or detractors. I don't know. I don't watch any hate channels. Ghostface was friends with Poir Sexy. Yeah. Ricardo, thanks to the $10. Kiwi Farms banned me over a year ago. That site is degenerate. All filth. They're no friend of mine. But to ban Memory Runner sucks, man. Just let him loose. I don't know. Like... I don't know what's even worth responding to Ricardo's. I feel like I could say literally anything. He's just gonna give me more money. So I might as well just, like, be as... I don't know, non-interesting as possible and just keep raking in the cash. You know? It's just like, I don't know, he's just like throwing cash and, you know, obviously it's only a tiny amount of his Fed budget, or, I mean, master engineer budget, so it's no skin off his back, but... Asmongold likes Pragmata 1 cent, that's true. That's true. And again, I didn't hate the game. I thought it was okay. It reminded me a lot of like PS3 360 era third-person shooters, but it was okay. I don't know. Speaking of Kiwi Farms, ban the CEO of Green Reddit is starting to ban multiple members. Some of them long time over Pragmata. He's spurring out. Oh, Noel is spurring about Pragmata. Yeah, that's not surprising. I mean, if it was a little boy, he'd probably be jerking off to it. Sorry, I had to say it. I mean, you know, I had to say it. I mean, let's be real. I had to say it, but yeah, that doesn't surprise me given his history. Does anyone remember Poir used to play Breakers with you, just like Brian, the longtime Breakers pros? Yep. I remember. Synth, he just like boys his own age. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Never trust any Coomer who says it was just a phase. Trust me, do not trust that. You can definitely trust someone who says, oh, I went clean, like I cut it off completely. Like that's fine, but saying a fetish is a phase? No, that's bullshit. Absolutely. Deranged Zoomer, thanks for $5. Just got here, know nothing about the drama, but I usually just blame those of darker complexion. That works out. That's a pretty safe one. I mean, I can't say what kind of complexion Memory Runner has, because I mean, he wouldn't tell me what his other channel is. He said he was a YouTuber, I guess. For whatever reason, he wouldn't tell me his other channel, so I have no idea if he's brown or not. But regardless. I think that's fair. I'm pretty pale, so I'm probably the more pale one, if I had to guess, between us. I just want to... Yeah, I mean, Poir, again, like, I get why people are acting this way with Poir. Like, you know, Poir is... Even if he's not literally autistic, which I'll be honest, I do think you're probably on the spectrum, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. But that said, autistic people, it's not like autistic people are always wrong or anything. Like, I genuinely think the shit he noticed and the shit he emailed me was, you know, compelling. Like the screenshot I showed you guys last stream of that people thought was totally a joke of him commenting on Ghostface channel and basically just teasing the idea that he's basically a hater channel. Because why would you joke on another guy's clip channel of someone who doesn't like me and say they're your Jewish hater, no, actually fan, whatever the fuck he said? I mean, genuinely in context, why would you write that? D-Dub the Bully, thanks to the $5. I found you through Memory Runner, then watched your backlog into becoming a regular on stream, so it is what it is. I mean, it does happen. It's not a significant number, because trust me, I would see it in my metrics, but it has happened. So it is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Like you said. Memory Runner has become what he's known for, a memory. Poetic.